Brady Robinson is here with us this morning for our series on marriage counseling tips. Thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Now, we're going to kind of we're moving on, in our segment of marriage, and we're kind of at the point where it can be a real blessing for couples, but it can also be really stressful, and that's having kids. So,
Right.
do you recommend that, like, before, people decide they want to start that process, is there a type of counseling or a discussion that they need to have kind of about their parenting styles?
Parenting styles, for sure.
Yeah.
Probably the best thing to do is to discover what your parenting styles are before you launch into that new change of parenthood, and it's definitely a big transition. There's a researcher out of Harvard, Dan Gilbert, that did some research on the happiest moments of marriage. The happiest moments of marriage are the time right before kids come, and the time and the second is when the kids leave the home.
Oh no, okay.
And so there's probably a reason for that, and so we think that one of the biggest reasons why that is the case is parents don't really discuss what their styles are before they enter into this new change. And so if couples would dialogue a little bit about what their parenting styles should be, there's several books. One of the best resources I've found is the Love and Logic material, loveandlogic.com. And one of the books that they have is called Helicopter Drill Sergeants or Consultant Parenting. And so a helicopter parent is one that just sort of hovers over a child and does not let them really make their decisions or live with their consequences of the decisions. Of course, a drill sergeant sounds like what it is. It's just a more authoritarian figure of parenting. And so if couples would adapt a consultant style of parenting, and they'd both be on the same page, I think we'd find that marriages are a little bit happier because they're both agreeing on the majors of how to parent.
So it's best to be similar in your parenting styles?
Yeah, it's best to be similar, but it's also great to have some differences.
Okay.
And so parents that differ a little bit on their parenting styles really exposes the children to many different ways of thinking. And so one thing that does cause problems is if the parents fight about their parenting styles in front of their children. So we want to definitely go into this new change in life of parenting with some basic ground rules. Never fight about parenting skills or styles in front of your children. Don't contradict each other in front of your children. So it's okay to have differences. Just don't do that in front of your children, because you know what they'll do? They'll learn to manipulate.
Sure, take advantage of one or the other parent, I suppose.
Play the parent against each other. And so one of the worst things you can do for a child is to teach them that they can manipulate mom and dad.
Don't show them your weaknesses. Right?
That's exactly right. So teaching children to accept their consequences of their actions. Parents may differ on what the consequences are. And so a common example might be, well, Dad said I could stay up late. But mom has already said you got to go to bed early. And so a good parent would say, well, you're going against your mother on this one, and you're coming to me to ask for a different opinion. You better take that up with your mom. And so we put it back in the supportive role. I'm supporting my mate, and she's supporting me, or he's supporting her. And so that really fosters a very, I guess we'd call it more symbiotic relationship between husband and wife and mom and dad. So.
Wonderful. Well, I think that is great advice. Thank you so much for all those tips. And one more time, what was the website that you really liked?
Loveandlogic.com, where you can get a number of really helpful resources, audio files, books, and downloads that can help a parent develop this skill set so that they're ready for this new change in life.
Okay, wonderful. Well, Brady, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.